Well, knick-knack paddywhack, your mama likes to bone. It's
Oh,
Ziggy Ignore a topic.
that if that's not on a t-shirt somewhere in the South, it should be.
It's at every Stuckey's that I've ever been to.
Yeah, that's probably got a Confederate flag on the back.
I'm sure it does.
Mhm.
I'm sure the people that wear that, they track their family heritage at ancestry.com.
No, they don't. They can't spell it.
Damn it.
Speaking of shirts, you see what I got on here, pal?
Hey, all right.
And the first thing I did was so I'm wearing an official Larry Smith comedy swag shirt, which you can purchase yourself at LarrySmithComedy.com. I think, right?
Hey, you can email
It's
me.
on the shirt. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, that's it. LarrySmithComedy.com. Yeah, that's good. I immediately cut the sleeves off because I refuse to have anything with sleeves. I got this, and I got a love like a bunch of really good stuff for my buddy. You should get your own. If you want to see what the shirt looks like, don't go to our YouTube page, Zig and Larry Ignore Topic at YouTube Amente. But it looks like this. It says, drive fast, take chances, which I very much appreciate. And I got me a tank top. And it was best you sent me a tank top, another sleeveless shirt with Otis, the Guzzling Possum on there. And for some reason, I wear a large and everything else, but that large is huge on me. And I didn't realize how big until I took my dog to the vet to get him laser therapy for his hips.
Right. Yeah.
I know.
No, no, buddy. We love our dogs,
Yeah.
and we'll do whatever we can to keep. I mean, not my dog. I'm done with her. But you
Yeah.
got a good one. Oh,
No,
shitty. I
no, I don't. I have one. It's been broken since I got it. It's not a good one.
It's not broken. He's an abstract sculpture.
I love him like you love your first car. You know it's a huge piece of shit and it's not going to last a whole long time, but it's yours and it's
Yeah,
special to you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on so many medications. And well, no, that's not true. He's on three plus supplements and omega 3s that go into his food, two different kinds of food. And now there's a six pack of laser therapy. We were going to do these. I said cortisone shots. They're not cortisone shots, but it's like an intramuscular, like another injection. Like he can still walk pretty well most of the time. Let's
Right.
not put more drugs in him. Let's just see if gently warming him with a lightsaber uh, will give him some relief. And I think it actually did, to be honest.
That's
Either
awesome.
that or he was just really, really happy to fucking leave that place. I don't know.
Well, can you get me the information for your veterinarian? I need them to work on my low back. I've just got a little hitch.
Certainly the commute's going to be a bitch, but I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
I know somebody who for $160 will give you 6 sessions of I'm gonna guess magic. I
It's
don't know.
it's just a mag light and a flashlight.
I just it depends on my mood. Sometimes I think that I'm like helping the dog. And other times I'm just like, you're getting fleeced by a fucking Reiki guy. Like I don't even see him zap him with anything. They just take him in the back without me. Like they could just literally go back there and go, put him in a box for 15 minutes, then give it back to the guy with the t-shirt that's too big. And then what? And then he'll give you $160. That's what we do here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for all 6 treatments. It's not just for one, but still.
Well, just play 2 rounds of Call of Duty, and then
Yeah.
bring the dog back out and be like, "Yeah, he seems to do a lot better." And the dog's like, "Yeah, man. I don't know. We split a ham sandwich. I feel a whole lot better than when I came in."
The guy with mismatched fingernail polish waved a wand over me. Are we happy? Can I go home? I'm not that interested in walking anyway. I'm fine with just pissing where I sleep. I don't care.
You always said you wanted a dog that you just pulled around in a wagon, and
I just
twice
got
a
everything
day,
with the fucking wagon.
just twice a day, hold him out off the porch, give him a squeeze.
Yep. I'm gonna need to line the bottom of the wagon with some manner of sponge.
Yep. Some sponges and some just your dog's small enough. You can use hamster bedding.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Something like
Just,
something you could
uh,
also grow mushrooms in. Something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
Nice cedar aromatics. The dog's
Sure.
comfy. Everybody's happy.
He
And
somehow manages to get them lodged in his asshole and they get infected because he's that kind of guy.
oh right. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. So back to the sponges. Um
Oh no, I'm into it. I'm just saying that's my lot in life.
So you gotta be back there with tweezers, like the worst version of the Operation game.
I've been looking for a hobby. I do like to grow plants, but they grow slow. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do once you got them
Sure.
going, you know?
You put them in the ground, and you just, well, here we are.
Yeah. Uh,
What do I do now? I guess I
uh,
drink.
I'll know later if they're dead. I'm having decent luck. I'm growing more than I'm killing currently, but I've definitely killed one real good today. Not today, over the course of last. I don't know. It was very beautiful when I purchased it. I
Sure.
put it in the ground. It is no longer that. Now
Yeah.
it's kindling.
Yeah. I I don't know what's happened to me. Because for a long time I was like yard schmart. I know I've got a big yard. I don't care. I don't do anything with it. I don't
You piss in it every once in a bit.
I more often than I probably should admit on podcast. But yeah, now I last weekend before Nick got back on from Scotland, Willow and I went out. We had errands to run. I had swag to send off to you and Drew,
Thank you.
and Will had she had stuff that she needed to do, so we just went on an adventure together. Um, and w- we found shit to put in the yard, is what we kept calling it, but it was like delightful, like like a flower that's made of metal that spins and it's rainbow and it's real pretty, and you
Okay.
stick it in the ground and it's got a little solar panel on it, and so at night it glows.
Oh,
And
there you go. Shit
we
to put in the yard.
shit, and we got a bird that does kind of the same thing. We were, and then we had a tornado go through while we were out of town, and so we were like, well, I may have to go back to fucking Home Goods and get more shit for the yard.
Because these things are designed to catch the breeze.
But turns out all they did was kind of lean to the side and turn whatever direction the wind was blowing.
Oh, well, okay. Sure.
Yeah, we've decided, talking to Willow, and she was like, "Yeah, before I leave for college, let's do this. Let's get some mulch, and we found some of those solar lights that look like mushrooms,
Okay.
and so she's like, we're gonna have a real like Smurf pathway, and I was like, absolutely, and then we've got that patio out front on the front of our house that we don't use.
Yeah, you don't really do anything with that, do you?
I told Nick, I was like, let's get some Adirondack chairs and a plastic table and sit out front instead of like sitting in the back.
We just got some cushions for those two little rocking chairs that we got out there. I'm a big fan of that little area.
Yeah,
It's
I
right next to where I kill plants.
absolutely, yeah. Right next to the plant graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's- That's really our plan. Is we're going to plant some pretty flowers that probably will die,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll every year just put some pretty flowers in the ground. And I'm telling Nicole about this. She's like, "What's gotten into you?" And I was like, "I have no idea, but let's just roll with it. Let's just let this motivation happen." I because I'm like, we could do stuff in the backyard, and I want to eventually. But the
You've been
dog,
sent out there to reflect on your behavior. I know that that's an
yeah,
activity that you do out there.
yeah, you go to the very back of the yard and you sit there and stare out, and yeah, okay.
It's winter. We don't care.
Can I get shoes? Probably not. No, you don't
It's winter.
deserve
Yes, that's what the holidays are. Let's go. Let's
it.
go.
um, so yeah, but I mean, the dog just shits wherever she wants,
Okay.
and well, our old dog, when he just went to the very back corner, and
Oh, I see the distinction.
he would just go back there, and it was very nice, very polite. This dog,
What did
because
you just like make a mound? That dog was huge.
kind of, yeah, because
Okay.
he had like a square that he would just shit around. And it worked. I mean, it was just kind of like he was like, "Oh, this area, this is for me. This is my poo poo place. Okay, cool." And we're like, "Thank you, buddy. You're such a good boy." And Zoe is like right here next to the grill, because that's not too far from you. I can look at you while I do it. And I'm like, "No, go further out. Like right here, right at the edge of the patio. No, no. Keep going to the back. Oh, that's so far. What if there's snakes? You're a dog. What if a monster gets me? Well, then we're all lucky, I guess. I
And you're the first.
just go to the back. So yeah, if we're like, we'll just set out front because then now we get to know the neighbors. We get to be the weird people that sit in their front instead of out in the back. I like
Mhm.
that. I would get to be the weird drunk guy that's sitting out front having a cigar, being
That's
like,
more of a
"Hey, what's going on, neighbor?"
that's more of a thing out here. But the problem that I'm having is that the people who come up and talk to you, it's not all the time. It's not what you want.
Hmm.
You have to be prepared for the circumstances if you go out there.
Yes, I am prepared. I'm gonna have actually a large stick with a
Hmm.
nail through it.
Good.
That will deter people. I'm hoping. I Nicole has asked that I carve her a cudgel so that we're both prepared.
That's all you need is a couple of shillelaghs and love. That's all you
Yes,
need in life.
right. That is all. Speaking of love, it's too early to actually go into the topic, but that's what we're talking about today, Zig.
What?
Talking about love.
Ooh. Okay. And Sasquatch and other things that don't exist.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey.
Sorry.
Hey.
I don't know why that was the first thing in my heart right now.
No, I'm okay with the love thing. It's Sasquatch. Come on, we've talked about this. But before we get into stuff, Zig, I'd like to bring one. I just want to say, uh, hopefully, because I wrote stuff down for people at the shows to be like, listen to you like me on this. Listen to my podcast. Uh,
Oh God. Sorry about that, everybody.
yeah.
Maybe start with another one. There's hundreds of these fucking things.
So, well, I told him to start with the with convince me. But then ease your way into this one.
Yeah, he ain't pimping this show.
Just get up to the shins. Just get the water's chilly. It's a bit of a shock if you just jump right in. Ease yourself. But no, the Twisted Vine in Pinckneyville, Illinois. Down in towards the southern. It's like the north part of southern Illinois. It is. Uh,
You're like a 95-year-old giving directions
yep.
in
Yeah.
the snow. It's the north part of the southern back 40. You know where the old tree got burnt down back when there was tomatoes? What are you talking about? No.
No, remember when your Uncle Gary got picked up by three rabid coyotes and saved by that possum? Do you remember that? Yeah, that was that thing that didn't happen, Grandpa. Yeah, that's the one.
It's
Uh,
nowhere near there.
you go to the opposite corner, find where the tractor is half buried. Not the one with nose up, the one that's ass up. You want to find that one, and then it's north of the southern part of that. Okay.
God
But that's
damn.
the best way to describe the place where it's just like it's in the middle of nowhere, but cute little town. I can't say it any other way. It's a cute little town, and bunch of cool people. Twisted Vine is a great little bar and grill. I say bar and grill. I mean it's not like they're a fancy place. They're um a lot of fun. Lauren and Jacob, the owners, are good folks. Also, after the show on Friday night, when we realized, oh, everyone wants to go home because Nicole and I were the last ones there.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we need to get the fuck out. Oh
That's
yeah.
always the worst when you look around and it's just like the staff looking at you like, where were those guys? God damn it. I'm sorry.
But I'm on the team. Oh, I gotta go. Okay, yeah. Not just you have to go. You have to get the fuck going. Is what you have to do. But we went down to
You are on the team, but we've won and we've high fived plenty.
and that's enough. That's enough
Hmm.
for you. Tomorrow night, maybe. That's what happened. Was last night we stuck around way longer than we meant to. We got some food to go. The show was over. Everyone left. We sat and talked to the owners for a long time. And so by the time we got back to the Airbnb, it was like 1 in the morning, and we're watching MST3K, eating dinner, and just like, and then we both just passed out on the couch. We were eating dinner, drinking whiskey, watching old episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. We finished. most of the food, and then we both just like passed out and woke up at like 3 in the morning on the damn couch. And I was like,
Nice.
well, oh, it's gonna be a rough day tomorrow, isn't it? But the Moose Lodge was a delight Friday night. It was literally right down the street, and so
So it
we
sounds like there's only one street in, was it
there's
Pink
not a lot.
Pinkney?
Pinkney,
Pinkney. Pinkney.
essentially, yeah. It's
Phonetically is fine.
yeah,
I'm looking
phonetically,
it up. Okay, gotcha.
Pinkneyville, Pinkneyville.
Pinkneyville.
Yep, yeah, because the Pinkney wasn't enough. Let's put a Ville on it.
You want a Ville or a Berg? We don't care. There's 9 of us.
How,
Okay, Ville it
how
is.
about Shire? Can we do Shire? What are you? Some type of wussy? No, we're
No.
not. We're C.S. Lewis people. We're not Tolkien people. Put a Ville on it, not a Berg or a
All the
Shire.
founders of the town. I just picture a bunch of people in like overalls with no shirts. I
I
don't know why.
I believe what the namesake of the town was like General Arlo Cummingsworth Moneyweather Pinkney the third or something. Like it was, you're like, well, that's a lot of names, and that's okay. Uh, Arlowsville would have been fun, but no, we
Yeah.
went Pinkneyville.
That's a whole lot of names and that's a big title. You're just kind of reeking of inbred right now.
Yeah,
There's a little blue bloodness that I'm
yeah.
smelling coming off of the grass around here.
I I'm reverse engineering this joke, so I'm shoehorning it anywhere with ancestry.com, and I came up with the punchline, and I don't know. I keep working on setups, so that I
I
was
can
gonna.
never do that. I can't
I,
do it that way. I've
I
tried.
I made myself giggle with the idea of ancestry.com,
Hmm.
and then I was like, but I don't. Where do I shoehorn that in? How do I put that together? Speaking of shoehorning things in, our sponsor,
Hey!
spliffsociety.org. Check them out. They are purveyors of fine spliffs and cones, and everything is hand rolled, everything is artisan made, and everything is fair trade. It is delightful products from your standard palm leaf toasted spliff to a rose and lotus cone. Also, grab yourself a t-shirt. They're fine t-shirts, comfortable. I have a V-neck, a red V-neck that I can wear to work. Mostly as a fuck you. But still you can, because it's just
Yeah,
got it doesn't even have, Spliff Society. It just has their logo on it.
the little
Very subtle.
megaphone.
Yep, little megaphone. I couldn't think of the word. I appreciate you picking it up.
I almost said bullhorn. I know. I was like, that's not right. That's
That's
not
not.
right. That's not it.
Nope. That's General Arlo Cummingsworth Pinkney probably used a megaphone when he yelled at his workers, is what I'm guessing.
God damn it.
um, his fallen
Uh,
tolls.
yeah.
But check out spliffsociety.org. Follow them on Instagram, the Real Spliff Society, and check out their website. Buy a hat, buy a grinder, buy a tray, buy some. They're probably gonna have, I don't know, underpants soon. Um, is that her scratch and sniff? I don't know. I think all underpants are scratch and sniff if you're big.
Eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know mine have been multiple times, and that's no good for anybody.
I
But
don't
you know
even
what
need to
is good?
scratch. It's usually just sweat and sniff.
Yeah, it's just what is that? Did you sit in something? Yes, myself. For too
Hmm.
long is what I
I'm
do.
just over here ruining your chairs.
How about that? How about
Mhm.
you get to buy new shit when I leave? How about
Don't let Zig come over. He leaves a grease stain everywhere, he says.
so check out
He's in snow pants. Still.
yeah, he's we wrapped him in cling wrap, and he's still somehow there's a film. It
God.
just it just oozes. It's the ooze, not so much. It's not leaking. It's oozing. I don't. But you know what doesn't ooze? Spliffsociety.org. So check them out.
Use promo code Zig and Larry in all caps at the end, please.
Yep.
Do you use the word purveyors in your usual life? Because you use it for Split Society, and I want to think that it's your special little Carol Burnett tugging on her earlobe to Bradford.
I'll pay attention. I'll be honest. I don't know
I,
because
I feel like you keep it a little place in your heart, and that's not a bad thing.
no,
I'm
no.
just picking up on it.
I know I've used the word purveyor recently to describe one of our friends who he's kind of a man whore. So I called him a purveyor of pipe, and that
Spectacular.
but it is a special word that I save um just for certain people.
For our sponsor and a coxman,
Yes.
and conceivably others not on the radar right now.
Yeah, no,
Not on the radar.
my brain can't handle it. God, man. Nicole, I was like, we didn't drink that much this weekend, and Nicole was like, I mean, not for us, but for normal humans. Yeah, honey, we drank a lot. Do you want me to go through it? I was like, I'd rather
Yeah.
didn't. I don't need to know. It's we don't need to keep track of that. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna let you go through this. I'm gonna let you process.
Yeah, I'm gonna just I've got therapy tomorrow. It's probably for the best.
Good, good. You
Yeah.
do the 3 hour sessions, right?
It's well, the first two is just shock therapy.
Then there's a pillow fight, and then we have a nice little chat.
Yeah, yeah. It's they let me wrestle the permanent resident there, Mongo, and he and I work some things out. He always wins. He's a strong boy. He doesn't know how strong he is, if you know what I mean. Um, he doesn't know his own strength.
Are you going to some manner of defunct Russian circus and just wrestling a shaved bear at this point?
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
shit. That's why the cameras are set up. No,
Yeah.
no,
Mhm.
yeah. Damn it. Well, I
And
mean, I'm
you
keeping
can
my
see those
appointment.
videos
I,
multicast at Hobo Fights or on Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com.
Doesn't really work, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, no, shoehorn it the fuck in. Oh,
Speaking of shoehorns, I had this random thought last night. I'm gonna force you to listen to it.
okay.
A, B, C, D. Right around C or D, you figure you gotta go from cups to bowls, right? There we go. There we go. I was afraid it wouldn't hit. It's not good,
It's
and I
not
don't know where
bad though.
I don't
It's
know where to
not
take
bad.
it. I don't know where to take it from there. But
Uh,
it's one of the few times I'm like, shit. Well, I'm never gonna remember this. It made me giggle at 3 a.m. for no reason.
but once you get down to E, now you're into terrain territory.
Yeah, I was thinking more like sink. I don't know if we
You're
get
dealing
that
with
far.
cauldrons.
Yeah, cauldrons.
I like the word terrain. Nobody uses the word terrain anymore.
Fine purveyors of terrines.
Oh man, can we start selling terrains like
Sure,
merch?
I'm gonna have to do some googling. Uh,
I've
I know
got
you put soup in it, but I'm not sure. It's like a bowl with a couple of handles on it, right?
yeah, yeah. It's like it's not a bowl, it's a terrain, and
It's not a bowl. It's not a pot. It's a goddamn tureen. You
it's
didn't cook the soup in there, but you put the soup in there, and then you use the handles to take it over to the table because you're a fancy fuck.
yeah, yeah. And if you don't have any spoons, you just use the handles to sip the soup.
Yeah, well, it just feels like a soup middleman. I don't
I,
know.
it is. I mean, I'm from like I made us some dinner on Wednesday, and Nic- Nicole was like, "Oh, we need to." She was because I was telling her, I'm like, "You just all I need is a cutting board, one of the pint containers, like you know use in kitchens, and
A
and
pint? What are you
like
talking about?
one of the big pint containers, like an orange, a plastic pint container, like you use in commercial kitchens."
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I knew I'd get there. I was like, okay, I'm trying to get my
You're talking like a pint deli, just like this little.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
gotcha. Yeah,
yeah. I
bring
was
your mise en place.
yeah, yes, and I was like, all I need is this one pan, a cutting board, and that. I'll show you how to do this meal. It's a whole meal. She was very excited for it, but then she kept getting other like bowls and plates that I'm like, no, 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 no. This is for not. I said, if you weren't here, I would just let this cool off a little bit and eat it directly out of the pan, probably just with some tortilla chips, so I didn't dirty a spoon. This is how I operate when you're not around. I was like, so just get some bowls. Just well, okay, fine. We'll eat out of bowls. I was gonna get you a spoon. We're gonna stand here and just look at each other, Lady in the Tramp style. But fine, we'll eat like
Get the
humans.
bowls, but I'll damn you, woman, if they match.
One better be mildly leaky. God damn it, mildly.
I feel like you said, go find the tureen. It's like asking somebody at the shop to find the Bort stretcher. It's like, I don't think that's a thing. We're going on a snipe hunt later, stupid. I don't know.
He's not gonna let it go until I tell him. Here's the terrain. I don't think he even knows what one is.
What'd you handle? It was a plunger. He was happy with it.
He ate out of it. It was
Mhm.
upsetting to everyone, but him. Made myself a little vodka strawberry lemonade.
There you go.
It's good stuff.
There you go.
Good stuff. All right. Hey, let's talk about. I teased it. There's a delay in my screen again. That's
A little
distracting.
bit. Uh,
Oh, it'll catch up.
my brain is always a split second behind anyway. It makes everything real interesting.
Yeah.
Constantly like I'm looking at Max Headroom from the 80s, which is terrifying while driving.
Mostly for the people around you
Mm-hmm.
and the other people in the car. All right. So, we joke a lot on this podcast.
That is the shittiest transition you've ever done.
What?
What the fuck was that?
I was trying to set it up.
Oh God, it hurt. I couldn't let it go. I wanted to. I want to take it back.
My favorite thing in the world is when you laugh so hard that because Zoom will if there's too loud of a noise on one end or the other, it will silence everything.
Yeah, like the goddamn screaming fucking goat.
Yes, you can hear it on the recording. You can't hear it from where you are. Um,
But seriously, folks,
we joke a lot on this podcast, Zig.
that's not better the second time.
I don't care.
I know.
I'm pushing through.
Push through.
But we joke about you and I being each other's longest relationship, which is true. We are.
Outside of familial, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't talk to those people.
You talk to some of mine.
Yeah, well, that's different. Your people like me. So, because we've been together for how long, honey?
uh
5 years now.
Going on 26. What
Yeah,
month is this? Months have no meaning, by the way, when you live where it's 80 degrees all the time.
yeah,
It's like I keep like, where are the summer shows not starting yet? Oh, because it's still not even spring yet, stupid.
yeah.
But we would have met in 2000. No.
No,
90 no 96.
96. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fall of 96.
Hmm.
Um, and so I wanted to go through things and see if, our not for nothing, if our relationship is healthy.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So here's
Oh God. Oh, is
I've
this
got
like you got a Cosmo quiz or something?
well, first off, it's just a nice little article. Every belch looks like it's going to be my last.
You're struggling right now.
Oh my god. Oh, had to eat breakfast from Casey's this morning.
Oh God. Damn it.
It was great. it was great when it was going in, but it is not good right now. So I just want to discuss it. So I feel like it's important always analyze your relationships, the
Mm,
ones that mean something to you.
that is such a bad call. I do not recommend anybody ever do that.
But so we're gonna go through this article, but at the end of this episode, there is a short quiz I want us to take
Son of a
together.
bitch. Fine. Can we skip it? Okay. Yeah, all right. Yep. Do I need a pen?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
not yet, not yet. This is just I just want to go through the article a little
Do I need legal counsel?
bit. You just get him on the ready.
Got it.
Um, we will be discussing who gets who in the divorce. But this is 10 essential ingredients of healthy relationships. And I want to see if we match up to this.
See, you've read it, so you know the answers. Or
Well,
at least you know your opinions.
this isn't the quiz yet. I've not done the quiz. I asked Nicole
Yeah.
to find a quiz for us.
Okay.
She sent it. She sent it to me. This article I skimmed. I'm just doing the article first.
Okay.
So, this really our relationship is like a marriage. We've been married to our brotherhood, um, for a long time. So I'm not going to change any of the language.
Why does this feel like Christian camp?
Um, because again, I say I read Nicole
If
skimmed
you
it,
use the word fellowship, I'm out.
but what about Fellowship of the Ring?
You know that's different.
That's how I would mean it if I said fellowship.
That's how you get me back after I faint. So that'll be fine.
Okay. So the first one, love and commitment.
Yeah.
The most satisfying relationships are based on love. Love is what binds us to each other. However, love alone is not enough for a relationship to stay strong and survive for a long time. I think it's whiskey. You add whiskey in there,
Don't hurt.
it hasn't so far. I mean, it has.
Well, history has shown. We're talking about just you and I specifically,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. This is just me and you.
Yeah.
This is our relationship, buddy. This is our
You and I
marriage.
have never gotten into a drunken fist fight because you wouldn't hurt me and I want to live.
I, yeah, it would be like you could punch me in my mouth, and I would be like, "But why?"
I have no reason to do so.
But I'm just saying, my reaction would be like, "But I don't want it." What? Is he hurt? Yeah, his feelings are.
I had a fugue state, apparently.
Um, commitment means that we have decided to stay together no matter what.
Okay, yeah, I mean that tracks. Can you repeat the first sentence of this though? Of this little vignette?
The most satisfying relationships
Uh-huh.
are based on love.
Correct. What else do we have? Fear? Like what?
I mean,
I would say that
according to my parents, yes.
some of those have stood the test of time, but eventually shit goes south. Like,
Mhm.
okay, so we're brilliant insight so far. I would
Yeah, so
say
far.
I've never heard wisdom waxed so poetically.
Yeah, this is um again, Nicole, I was driving, I had Nicole looking stuff up. She was giggling
Good.
the entire time and was skimming stuff, and I was like, "Yep, send it to me." That's
That'll do.
um when both partners are committed to the relationship and willing to do whatever it takes to solve their problems, then everything, especially happiness, is possible. We have proven, I think, that we are both willing to do whatever it takes to solve our problems. And that is usually involving
At the cost of our own internal organs.
yes,
Yeah.
yep, alcoholic encephalopathy. Encephaly is different. Encephalopathy, that's what I meant.
This is really taking that Christian vibe. Like I feel like I'm sitting through a church, no, like a wedding of like one of my wife's friends that I met once. So like I have nothing else to do but listen to this. And go, what the fuck? And if he says love is patient and kind,
Right.
on a fucking plots, and I've never used that word before ever. I'm not sure how it got into my mind just now.
You're a purveyor of plots. See, I'm
I'm fair of dick and plots.
um, friendship and enjoying each other.
I mean, 3 for 3.
Enjoying each other. That bothers me. That
It
phrasing.
should. It should.
I mean, we have and we will again, but
Not. Not in so many. You, taking pictures of you while you pass out on the couch.
yeah.
That's and I thought it was so fucking smart back in the old apartment when I took that picture of you passed out on the couch and sent it to you until you immediately sent me one of myself. I'm like, when the fuck did I pass out? It's the same trip. It was the same day. I'm like, shit, did I do it too? What the fuck? Were we just there dozing off, holding hands? What the hell?
I think we took shifts. Like I think I dozed off first, and then you
You
took the picture, and then I was like, "What the fuck?" And then you giggled and went to sleep, and I was like, "Oh, there he is. All right."
okay, it's your turn. Keep your eyes peeled for werewolves and fire.
That's exactly what we were doing.
Jesus Christ.
Uh, uh, no, I mean that was the night that we had drank whiskey all day,
Mhm.
then went and drank cheap beer and helped clear off
The liqueur
the
section.
yeah, and then wandered into the lake.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah,
Yep, and then made it back, and then I believe that was the same night we cooked steaks bigger than a baby,
correct. Mhm.
and then drank more whiskey and beer, and enjoyed various and sundry things, and
We enjoyed each other and committed.
yes, we did, yes. Um, this is they support each other and are genuinely happy when their partner is successful. I mean, we're 2 for 2 right now.
Hmm.
Um,
I, well, my bullet points are at 4 at this point. I'm not sure, but it's probably more parenthetical for you.
well, that was number 2. That was
Oh,
number
very good.
yeah.
Okay,
So I'm gonna move on to number 3.
very good.
Because again, those first two, easy for us.
Hmm.
Intimacy.
Yep.
Sometimes intimacy is referred to as, I don't
Oh,
want to say it,
how did they? How did they phrase it?
into me. See, no one does that. No one.
What? What?
In hyphen
Uh huh.
to hyphen me hyphen see period.
Okay, so shockingly, I was picturing it correctly.
Yeah, no, it's the dumbest thing. I I believe my wife just purposefully skipped that part so that I would read the first sentence and go, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Intimacy means relating to each other with closeness that includes emotional, physical, intellectual, and spiritual aspects. And by spiritual, they mean brown liquor. Absolutely. We have done that. We have passed out on top of each other on the
Yeah.
same surface,
Mm-hmm.
both intentionally and unintentionally at times.
Regrettably, that is true.
Uh-huh. Emotionally, we do regularly go, "Hey, bud, you okay?" "No, I'm not." "Well, then stop being a pussy about things." And I think that works.
I think that is, I mean, modern psychology. I would say that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah,
And they boiled it down to
yeah.
just don't be a pussy, right?
Yeah, don't be a pussy. I don't know. That was always my suggestion when I was in getting my bachelor's of science in psychology in interventions with individuals class, and then I was like, I don't know, can I just tell this person to not be a pussy? And she's like, you can't. And I'm like, well, I think I'm going to, because you just had me.
Sometimes a cigar is just don't be a pussy.
Yep. It was just she was like, well, you're gonna talk to all types of people, and so they did like a one where this woman had it was a woman that had lost her husband of 40 years and she was broken up and this, that, and the other. And so you have to do these mock sessions where you're counseling them through. And she's like, okay, the next person um is also suffering a traumatic in their mind. It's a traumatic event. They're grieving a great deal. So I want to see how you handle that. And so they bring it. And I'm like, oh, what did they lose a kid? In my mind, I'm
Are
setting it
these
up.
actors or
Yeah.
classmates, or there's like they're given a character?
Yep, they're given a
Yeah,
character and a whole
yeah,
dossier and
gotcha.
the whole thing. I actually did that for the did shit like that for the parole board. Like
Oh, I do
parole,
that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, which was fun, but I got told a couple times you need to dial it back. Holy shit, you just scared the living hell out of these people. I was like, but you told me I'm the aggressive one because they got to get used to that. And they're like, yeah, but even we were like, oh my God, is this guy gonna like come out of his chair? I was like, well, you paying me good money to scare the shit out of people.
Nobody told me I couldn't break the desk.
You told me to sell it. I sold it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the next one that came in, she this and it to her credit, this girl was legit crying. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I offered the first thing you do, offer tissues, what I'm here. I'm here. This is a safe space. You can tell me, I we were together for not nearly long enough, and this, that, and on and on. And I'm like, oh, they've lost their kid. And I was like, what was their names? Or what was this person's name? And I'm trying to get details because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a whole lot. And he's like, their name was Jingles, and it was the best guinea pig that I'd ever owned. And I was just like, oh, I can't, I gotta tap out. And uh,
I love whoever wrote that. Like, what's the most ridiculous fucking bullshit? And I read in Peru they eat these fucking things. Yeah, do that.
yeah. And the professor just looked, she's snickering, but she's like, nope, nope, you have to counsel this person. Her grief is just as real to her as the person before her that lost their husband of 40 years. I'm like, but it's not the same. It's not, it's a rodent versus, and of course now she's chiming in with, but that rodent helped me get through this. I was like, I turned, I was like, no, that rodent had nothing to do with it. You did it yourself. You could do that to a wadded up pair of old socks. You could just apply the same thing. It's put it on a string and drag it around behind you. It's the same effect. Stop being stupid and get out of my office. And the professor was like, all right, that is not how we do that. And I was like, well, it isn't my practice.
That's how you fail this class.
And now look, everybody, look how I just demonstrated what not to do.
And also in that one, you broke the desk as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of desk breaking.
Yeah.
I've broken a lot of desks. I d- I did when because I worked at the winery, and then I had an 8 a.m. class when I went back to college. Working at the winery, and then I had an 8 a.m. class, so I'm closing up at 1 a.m.
We should mention, if you've not heard us say this before, the winery is a bar. It's not actually a winery. It's just the name of a beautiful dive bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only two wines we had were coughing vagina and sneezing penis.
Mm-hmm.
The coughing vagina was obviously a white.
And both served at room temperature.
Yes. Yep. You want it what? But
98.6.
I'll put some ice in it. You want it chilled? What the hell? It's coughing vagina. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Can I have your finest Merlot? I don't know if it is Merlot or fine. It's our most it'll do Merlot, I guess. It's
I'll tell you
red.
this right now. 80% of all these liquor bottles have bugs in them. What do you want from me?
We still have a bottle of slow gin from 1976, so you be careful what you're ordering.
And I put it on the shelf right under the lamp. I put that on display. This is where you are.
Enjoy your sneezing penis.
What you don't want to hear from any prostitute as she's leaving.
By the way, enjoy your sneezing penis. Oh no.
Oh no.
Number 4. See, that's how we.
Remember,
That's how
remember the
you and
show's
I,
called Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic.
you and I. That's how we show our intimacy. Is what we just did.
Yes.
Yes. Fidelity, trust, and honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Our relationship is open. Uh,
We can see other funny.
yeah, we're fine with making funny with other people, with
Mhm.
on our own. We also don't care if we go out and drink with other people.
Mhm.
But we also don't care who the other. Well, we back up. We for the most part don't care who the other one fucks.
Well, it's a different thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. You did what? Well, you probably shouldn't have done that. That's, but I don't
Mhm.
care that you and your wife have sex. That doesn't make me jealous,
Whoa.
much anymore.
Let's not explore this.
Hmm? Sorry, I what was that? I lost jingle.
Sometimes a cigar is jingles.
Jingles.
The one up sucks with a string around it. What the fuck?
Um, Number 5, effective communication. That's one we probably need to work on.
Ooh.
I
Uh I don't know. I feel like you and I are fine, but we couldn't explain it to anybody else, but we are asking them actively to listen to an hour of it once a week. Which, now that you say it out loud, I get why nobody's on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I just assumed, they would tune in every week to see if you and I are actually gonna make out somehow.
Like the guards just aren't looking. That's fucking that made sense in my head. Penitentiary. Never mind. It's yeah,
Oh, oh, oh. That was
something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't
I
like
think
it.
I was going toward. Am I going towards you?
I don't know. No, no. I mean, I bailed on that immediately. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I bailed.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. See, that's why the way we good collaboration.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go there. I would rather that we never did. How
No,
about that? How about we
no.
don't go there?
I'm gonna stand my ground on this and say I started something I can't finish.
See, and that's effective communication.
Yes, it is.
Check that box. Successful conflict resolution and fair fighting. Yeah, our arguments are the equivalent of that scene in Orgasmo where he just goes, "Hey, Dad, I don't think I'm going to do hamster style anymore," and his dad responds with, "That's nice, son," and that's it. And that's the story of why he doesn't do hamster style anymore.
I'm just gonna say that 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 reference right there.
Uh-huh.
I can't even help you out with that.
Oh, you've never
Uh,
seen Orgasmo?
no, I think I did, but I think I saw it after basketball and went, it's not as good. And I don't. I think I don't. We both know memories don't live in my head for very long.
Right.
There
I
are some that I cling to, and others like Orgasmo. I'm like, I could not quote it,
I
and I don't think I'm supposed to.
the only other thing I remember from Orgasmo is stunt cock and me when he does when he's that's the sound effect he uses for the Orgasmo ray before they actually put the sound effect in.
Who was that guy that played their little buddy? Is he an actual friend of theirs,
I think and maybe.
or an actor, or both?
Oh God, I don't know who he is.
Because he was also in basketball.
Yeah, yeah, he was Squeak Scolari.
Yeah,
He was bitch.
there you go.
Yeah. We got bitch from my new best friend
Oh man,
as he pulls him out of
you're just burping Casey's.
the
What did you decide to put in your body this morning from a Casey's General Store on the road? I
well
understand that options were limited.
his name was Philip.
There we go.
He was gentle.
Mhm.
I got the
And he had the money.
he did. He need $20. It's $20, but he tipped me, and so I've got a good 40 in my wallet for my
Enjoy,
fridge.
enjoy your sneezing penis.
Enjoy your sneezing penis. What's that? Coughing vagina. You got it. That's how you get a sneezing penis.
Don't
Uh,
worry, we have microfiber towels. Those things are amazing.
have you heard of ShamWow? That's where you're gonna start, and then you're gonna need some of that nope, never mind. Lost it. I lost it. My brain went, nah, we're not gonna recall that information right now. Oh,
I
Flex
can't even.
Seal. Flex Seal. That's what
Ah,
you're gonna need some Flex Seal to stop that leak. Um
I actually bought some. That stuff actually works. Chamois, not so much. Chamois just a fucking chamois.
yeah, Flex Seal, we actually used it when I was working with the construction company as an emergency fix.
Yeah.
Like if it was actively raining and coming into somebody's house and causing damage, as a quick fix, we could, because it worked on wet surfaces,
Hmm.
and we could put the tape down, slap the essentially the tar over it, the paintable Flex Seal, and it would hold temporarily until we could get back and do an actual fix. It was
I
pretty.
just covered the dog's asshole with it.
Oh, how's that work?
Also, very well for what I want to accomplish.
Excellent. Okay.
Yep. Hmm.
Um, hey, here's one. We're both good at this in our relationship, showing each other random acts of kindness and mutual support.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on. We don't need to spend all that time. I mean, like, random acts of kindness is giving gifts, like giving each
Yeah.
other the clap, which
Hmm.
that's if I had it. I thought that it was one of those things like measles, where you're supposed to give it to everyone in the household to keep them from getting it further. Turns out not the case. You were upset.
Who told you you had to be patient zero to your own family in the case of the measles?
I think Bugs Bunny. I don't know. I
Good answer. I don't know. I can't. It's not provable, so I can't call bullshit on you. No, no, that's true. Because in my package that you sent me of the Larry Smith, the new brand of Larry Smith comedy swag, I love the fucking sticker. And I'm gonna say it, and nobody's gonna know what it means because it doesn't really mean anything. But it looks like, I mean, these are really old references. A picture that you would get from Tiger Beat.
oh, the Conway
A
Twitty
man, yeah, and it just says Conway Twitty got your mom pregnant. Now it's brilliant. I have no idea what to do with it yet, but I'm doing something with it. It's
yeah.
not going to be something that gets lost in the ether. I just have to save it because I know I'm only going to get one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Uh, but I can't express to you who doesn't know what Tiger Beat is. I'm sure there's a team magazine that might. Or, oh, let's start here. A magazine is what the internet used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
A magazine is old Instagram, but you only got to look at what the editors wanted you to see. Conway Twitty, I only know him from fucking Hee Haw, and I have a very vague recollection of that television show. It was popular in like the 70s, right?
Yeah. 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s. Yeah.
Do you do a Conway Twitty got your mom pregnant joke?
I have been working on it. Yes. It is.
Is anybody going to get that reference?
They do.
Really?
Yes. Yep. Okay.
Anybody that isn't us?
Yes. Because I will even ask. I'm like, all right, quick question. Because if they, here's the thing. I've done it in rooms where, and it's more often than not when I go, who knows who Conway Twitty is? And most people are like, yeah. I'm like, all right, who was born between the years of 1956 and let's say 1992? And they were like, oh, right here. And I'm like, great. Just so you know, Conway Twitty probably got your mom pregnant. And everyone is like, oh my, and they start the haha, oh. And I'm like, yeah, maybe the man himself. I don't know. And I'm not judging. I don't know if your mom's went to a lot of concerts.
I'm not doing a Genghis Khan bit on you, but what I'm saying is,
I do. I added to it that Conway Twitty is the redneck Genghis Khan.
the music of Conway Twitty just moistened your mother.
I use the word just slicking up a lot of vinyl seats and 87 Ford Rangers.
Awesome.
Nearly got a spit take out of that one.
Damn near. Damn near. I'm not sure how that only went out my nose and nothing from my mouth. but thank you God for small favors.
Yep. But yeah, so and that is and it gets to the point where I do look at I'm like, I don't have a good way to end this bit. It's really a transition so that we can all agree that we have more in common than we ever thought, including Conway Twitty probably getting your mom pregnant. And then I go into my bit about guns. And then so
Nice.
we've covered it. And then yeah, and then I force everybody to go, ah. So it's one of my favorite moments though, because and I tell people from stage, I love when I go and say, okay, let's talk about it. Guns, and everyone's asshole doesn't matter what your beliefs are. You can hear everyone's asshole snap shut all simultaneously,
It is
and it
polarizing.
ah, but I say you guys are all still on the same page because you don't know where I'm going with this, and you're all nervous. So let's take a good, like just like in church, take a look at your neighbor, realize you have more in common with them than you think, and then I go into my like I've got a like 10-minute bit about guns, and yeah,
Shooting minorities and stuff.
I mean just
Yeah, that's
you know
fair.
yeah, but
At
yeah, because Casey's. No, don't.
what did you eat? What did you didn't tell me?
Oh,
You told me you blew a guy. That's
I got some of those potato bites, the potato cheese bites,
okay.
and they were undercooked.
Oh,
But I was so hungry, I was just like I'm like, these don't seem. Oh no, these haven't been cooked. And a cinnamon roll because they got good donuts. And then I got a cup of coffee, and then we had some ranch bugles in the car. And that's what
one of those things by itself, but all of them together
yeah,
might be the Infinity Gauntlet on your fucking acid reflux, pal.
yeah, all of that food together is running Rainbow Road on my insides.
You got one of them rides that the hot dogs take a ride on. Yeah, that's where I want my meat from.
I could easily shit my pants right now. It is we've got some things happening.
I'm going to tell you right now, for alcoholics, dietary fiber is very important.
Mhm. Yes.
I take it twice a day, and it's a good thing.
I see I don't have any issue except for this weekend at the Airbnb we had what I could only describe as a child's toilet. Um
Was it was it just a receptacle not attached to any plumbing?
it was child sized. It was teeny weeny.
You
It
shit in
was
a crock pot, I believe.
oh, I should probably send money in an apology then.
Oh, that's where Dutch oven comes from. No, that just means wash it.
Yeah. I
Preferably hose it out.
I tried to flush. That just means I turned it on high and walked away. I need to get
Try,
on Am-
trying to char it into non-existence.
I gotta, I gotta get on Amazon and send that poor lady an
It
apology.
just doesn't get hot enough, does it?
No, it's a tiny, tiny little like toilet where I, s- y- I've talked about this before. You sit down and you got to make a choice. Do you tuck your
Oh,
or do you let
yeah.
your junk lay out and then you you do your business and then have to roll anyway? So nothing was good. This, I mean, that type of thing was not good. But walking home into the house, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes into being home, my body's like, the squatty potty is here, and let's make happy. And this episode brought to you by Squatty
Buddy
Potty.
potty. That's right. I've got one too. I've also got a bidet. There's a
I
lot of things that I do for myself. That's my self-care, is making sure that my shits aren't painful anymore.
I need to get a bidet. Um, Speaking of making your shits not painful anymore, number 8, responsibility for one's own life.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not good at that. I'll give you this. I am not good at that. I tend to
Um,
blame uh I would say magical beings
mhm,
and
mhm.
or the fates
Yes.
for all of my flaws.
Well, this is mostly uh okay. Some people, especially the younger ones, enter into relationships with the hope that their partner will, quote, make me complete and happy, end quote.
Ah,
Yeah, that's an impossible task. Ultimately, nobody can make us happy, only we ourselves can learn to be happy. And happiness might include our own growth and development, our own friendships and interests, and sometimes being able to take care of our needs that can't be met by our spouses, like taking dietary fiber,
yeah.
getting a squatty potty, and a bidet.
Oh, yeah. It's all it's the same issue, really. But
Yeah,
it's yeah.
yeah, and
Those are all parts of my bowel Voltron.
uh, the power zord of poop.
Hmm. And dates too. I buy dates a lot.
Hmm. Number 9, personal space.
Yeah, 1,200 miles.
Yeah, looks like we nailed that one.
Not a problem.
I got distracted. I started reading instead of joking.
I'm sorry. I'm really getting into this sermon.
Hold on. Let me just get into this. Um,
Does anybody know how to play acoustic guitar?
uh, Number 10. You ready?
This is a. There are 10 on this list, right?
Yes.
Okay, because we still have to quiz.
Yeah, the quiz won't take long.
Oh, I can drag shit out if I want.
I know
Yeah, I can tangent the hell out of whatever the hell I feel like.
we've done 35 minutes on 10 points.
And a lot on case blowing guys and cases.
Blowing guys at Casey's. Hey, we have an open relationship, Zig. Okay,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
agreed.
Just saying, we killed a couple of minutes talking about that.
Yeah, we did. Number 10, humor.
Still working on it. It's a
Uh,
acquired taste. I've been told.
like, just ease yourself in with convince me. Wade up to the knees with Zig and Larry. Just kind of dip your toe in and be like, "Is this for me?" It seems like it could be. What's that? What are they talking about? They're assholes again. Damn it. Well,
Which one's drunk? Which one's belligerent? Which one's depressed this week? Let's tune in.
the answer, yes.
Yes.
I should be. I mean, I'm pretty good mood. I'm doing pretty good. I had good shows all weekend, but
Good.
then that ended, and now I have to go back to my day job.
But you had to do some manner of carnival game to take a shit piss combo.
Mhm. Well, thank you, Galena Thomas from Mental Health Match for that article.
Had to be a person with a fake name.
All right, Zig, I'm going to send you the quiz.
All right. Okay, and I just picked up my phone to Amazon, telling me that I would love to read a book called The Poppy War. So I'm not sure. Okay, so the thumbnail that we have here already upsets me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, it should. But I want to know what kind of couple we are, Zig. We already hit the fact that we kind of nail the elements of a good relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna hit start quiz. Are you ready?
I just did. Yeah.
So this is
I'm looking at the first question. Yeah.
first question. I'll read the first question out loud, and then you'll do the second, and we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
How long have you and your partner been together?
That's just simple math.
6 years or more.
Yep.
So there we go.
Where did you meet? Through mutual friends at a party or club, through an online dating site, at work. I don't remember.
I
It wasn't at a party, was it?
No, I think you and Jeffrey were in acting class together. Jeff was like, "This is a cool guy. Come hang out." So I think we met through mutual friends.
Okay, I buy that.
And we went to your dorm room and hung out, and you and I uh bonded immediately on a mutual love for Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, definitely don't remember that. I'm
Because
sorry.
you had Jimmy Buffett. I know. I wish I could forget things. You had Jimmy Buffett on your CD rack.
Hmm.
anyone younger, there used to be these things called
CDs. Yeah.
compact discs. If you were a clever boy, you would say CDs. CDs what? CDs nuts, and that killed all the time.
You used to display them in your dorm room like books. Now books are
they're made from trees.
they're not supposed to be anymore.
No.
So it's best we've all decided to ignore them.
So through mutual friends, that's where
Yep,
we.
yep.
Okay.
You're up.
Oh, that's an advertisement. Sorry, I was like, choose your zodiac sign. Nope, that's a. Okay. How do you settle an argument with your significant other? Have a screaming match, then make up after several days of not talking. We resolve our fights quickly, then profess our love for one another. We don't sweat the small stuff and settle our arguments through compromise. We don't argue at all.
Somewhere between 2 and 3.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 3.
I was gonna say two, but okay.
Well, I
Because
mean, I'm gonna say 3, and I don't
yeah,
think that we need the same exact answers here because we're different people.
we are. You're
Kind
right.
of.
A,
Kind of.
a bit. I mean, a little. Okay, I'll go. I'll do two. That was my gut.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So pick a Valentine's Day gift you'd most like to give slash receive. Jewelry, a bouquet of red roses, a night at the movies. There's a new flick both of us have been dying to see. A
Oh
gift card to my favorite store.
no, no! Don't forget, there's two more.
Oh, no, I didn't scroll that far enough. Excuse me. Sexy lingerie and a night of passion. Nothing. I don't need anything from my partner to know they care about me. On
Um,
this one specifically, that's mine because I fucking hate Valentine's Day. I think
oh,
it's just, I think it's a nonsensical thing that corporations do to make you spend money and make you feel guilt.
yeah. I'm gonna say lingerie.
So at least we're taking it seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
As seriously as we need to be.
I know you don't need anything. I don't need anything, but I'd like to feel pretty.
Me too, but those days are long gone.
How I'm gonna say the thumbnail. They have them using T9 texting. How old is this quiz?
That's a good point.
For those of you that didn't know what compact discs were or books, T9 was when everything was on a flip phone, and to text you had to hit most of the buttons 3 to 4 times.
And it was still better than calling somebody.
Yes, it's a better alternative. How often do you and your significant other text during the course of the day? Jesus Christ. One, check in with them and okay, sorry, 1 to 3 times. I'm usually too busy. That's not the case. I like to check in with them and see how their day is going constantly. It helps me feel close to them when we are apart. Not a texter. We text a lot.
Well, here's the thing it's either nothing or it's 29,000
Yes.
during the course of the day. There's nothing in the middle.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm gonna have to go constantly. I mean, it just
yeah.
makes the most sense. It's out of these options, but it's not like it's not like every day by any means. But when we go on a fucking tangent,
Yeah.
yeah,
So by averages, it is constantly.
yeah, I guess. Where's the perfect spot to take your honey on a date? A fancy restaurant, a play, an open mic at a bookstore. Oh
No,
my God. A popular bar,
you want to break it.
ahem, my bedroom, an open mic at a bookstore.
That
I didn't
would
even know that would be an option.
that's poetry and music. They would not appreciate my particular brand of dick and fart joke.
I know what a book reading is,
Mhm.
but I've never. You go get a book signing and they read excerpts from their thing. Like, okay, yeah, if that's your thing, you like the author, I get that. An open mic at a bookstore.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're going to the cockfights down at the Kroger. Oh, yeah, okay, there's
Oh
two
yeah.
things that make sense. Kinda.
Pick up some
Chickens.
milk.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. The loser gets to be a dinner that night.
How do we better advertise our bookstore? Give up on the Barnes and Nobles because it ain't happening. An
Yeah.
open mic ain't doing it. It's a bar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally a bar.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a popular bar, but that's their only choice in the close.
No, no, preferably a dive.
Yes.
where we are two of 8 people inside of it. You need a few people to annoy. You
Yes.
don't need a lot of people around.
Choose a drink to share with your partner: wine, beer, margarita, a milkshake with two straws. Beer.
Beer, yeah, I guess.
Funny. Some of these answers are would be the same with my wife. They would be the same exact.
Hmm. Choose a pet name you'd like to be called. Sugar Lips, Baby, Schmoopy, Pumpkin. My actual name would be good.
You have called me everything but baby.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
think,
have. I've definitely said Schmoopy more than once, and Sugar Lips. I think today.
yeah. And I know I've called you baby. So
I mean, column A, column B on this one. I don't know what the
I, I don't know what the yeah. I'm gonna I gotta go with Sugar
choice.
Lips. That's what I want to be called. I want to be called Sugar Lips.
I'm very glad you have to read this.
What was your choice?
I went with Schmoopy. It's just the funnest word for me to say.
Okay. All right. What is the sexiest part of your partner's body? Their eyes, their lips, their arms, or their chest? Or their private parts?
What do you do here? Well, I mean, obviously, I got to go give you the baby blues. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
talk about it way too much, and now you're just staring me down with them. So yeah, baby blues.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Do
I'm gonna
not
go with
care. Don't even need to say it out loud. Don't. Not interested. Just make a joke. Just say something. My lack of empathy towards the Mormons, or something interesting like that.
I was just gonna say that big old hog, but okay, fine.
Big old hog.
Big old hog.
Low hanging fruit, especially in your 40s.
Um,
Which song? Oh, which song could you envision being played at your wedding? In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel, Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden, You're My Best Friend by Queen, At Last by Etta James, First Day of My Life by Bright Eyes. I don't think I know that one. I'll Make Love to You by Boys to Men. Okay, yeah, we're definitely at our reception. That song is being played, but
uh-huh.
that's more towards that's like 30 minutes before last call.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I mean, Queen.
Yeah. I mean, it feels a little weird because that was Nicole and I's song as well, but I'm fine with sharing.
We already know you like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we
Go
go.
with Queen. All right, I'm gonna submit. And what type of couple are we?
Uh, it wants you to sign up under
You can
their
skip that
email.
step.
Oh yeah, good, good call.
We're the friend couple.
Yay!
People are often surprised to learn you are a couple. You two seem to act like very good friends. You enjoy each other's company immensely, but have your own lives, friend groups, and interests. As a couple, you are well rounded and drama free. Not the
There are
result
people.
you wanted? See other results.
People, I just the one thing that's upsetting me is people I know out in the universe taking this way too seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. And when she makes her boyfriend take the quiz and it's something entirely different, she's like, "Who were you thinking of?" Because it's just
Yeah,
gonna cause.
there's no way you're gonna win
Yeah.
if you are getting this like I think we should really dive into this. Like, there's something else going on. You're not winning today. You're
Yeah.
not winning today. Maybe look and make sure that you didn't leave socks on the floor. Maybe don't piss in the shower when she's there. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Yeah. Yeah. When she notices that there's a whole lot of Jergens and Kleenex being used.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you've done something. You're going to be in trouble. Um,
Plus, if you're an adult, you got to get more stealthy than that shit.
yeah.
That's just one step above jerking off into your own comforter when you're 14.
Cutting a hole in it and then doing it actually in the comforter so it doesn't.
Ooh, that's devious. I feel like it only buys you an extra month, but
Oh
what
yeah,
a month, you know?
yeah. It's gonna be a great fucking month, dude.
It's gonna be a good day.
Well, we are a great couple. I just wanted to make sure, I was getting a little. I was nervous. I was nervous. I wanted to make sure that we were still the great couple that I thought we always were. But
Well, at least we have what was this Brunhilde's advice telling us that we're good.
yeah,
What was
Gilligan and
what was her name? What was her made up name?
hold on, I have to go back to it.
It's not that important. I'm just guessing there wasn't a doctor in front of it or letters behind it, correct?
Galena Thomas. Galena Thomas is a therapist in Texas who
Uh,
specializes in
eh.
couples, family, and individual therapy. Galena provides therapy in English and Russian.
So Galena is really trying to trademark into me see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A lot of people call it that. Nobody's ever called it. No, I've heard it around. I've heard it around town. I heard it at the grocery store. You
Yeah.
didn't. You didn't.
I was at an open mic at a bookstore and
Yeah. Are you workshopping the title of a pamphlet at me right now?
no.
Oh God, that Russian accent drives me wild.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
Son of a bitch.
So I just I'm just glad that we are as strong of a couple as I always thought we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even after all these years.
Even after all these years. God.
So what'd you learn today, pal?
You have terrible taste in Casey's choices.
Ah,
One. Yeah.
yes, yes.
That's my big takeaway. That's all I'm gonna give you.
No,
That's all I want.
that's the correct takeaway from this whole thing. This whole thing, the correct takeaway is that
You will
I make
eat undercooked, processed cheese potato products.
Yep.
That is an option for you.
Yep. And you still love me.
Yep.
Yep.
100%. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that's it. That's the episode.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough. No further lessons need to be learned today. I think we did it.
Yep, we did it.
Listen to convince me.
and try out this show. All right. I love you.
I love you back.